So today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 Milani makeup products for mature skin. I even have a few honorable mentions thrown in, so in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Well, hello and welcome to Cat's Eye Beauty. I'm Kat, I'm over 50 years old, and I love testing out makeup and skincare products. And today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 favorite Milani makeup drugstore products. Now, this is a little series that I created a couple months ago. I've done one on L'Oreal, I've done one on e.l.f., and I also did one on CoverGirl. And when I went to Milani, oh my gosh, I could not whittle it down, but I did to the top 5 products, especially for mature skin. I went down a rabbit hole with Milani. I did a little research on it. It was founded by a woman named Lori Minker, and it was founded out of East Los Angeles, California. I think their mantra is luxury makeup at attainable prices, and that's exactly what they are. They're very good quality makeup products for a fraction of the price. And I wanted to hone in and focus on what's going to work for our mature skin. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We are gonna start with my numero uno favorite product from Milani. And if they discontinue this, I'm so out of luck. It is my absolute favorite. It is my go-to. And if you're familiar with my channel, you're gonna know what I'm gonna say. It is, of course, the Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. Now, this comes in 3 shades. I'm in the shade 120 Peach, and it retails for $10.99. This is fantastic to color correct the under eye area. I use the color Peach because I do have darker under eyes, I do have circles, and I do have a drier under eye. What's amazing about this product that it contains caffeine, collagen, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to brighten up that under eye area. You can wear this alone for an everyday look, or you can also wear it under your favorite concealer. You guys, I'm not kidding. This is one of my all-time holy grails. I've yet to find one that surpasses this particular formula. It just has the perfect consistency of being creamy but hydrating at the same time. It doesn't crease, it doesn't settle into my fine lines, and I find it has the perfect amount of pigment to color correct that under eye area. And at the price point of $10.99, it is so worth every single penny. You just need a tiny bit to color correct that area, and I find it just works beautifully. It lays beautifully on its own. It lays beautifully under your favorite concealer, and that's why this is in my top 5. Now that we're talking about that delicate under the eye area, I wanted to share with you my favorite concealer from them. Now, this is a concealer. This is probably my 2nd or 3rd tube. It is their Conceal and Perfect Concealer. Now, this comes in 15 shades and it retails for $10.99. Now, this is a full coverage concealer. It's crease-proof, water-resistant. This also contains hyaluronic acid as well as shea butter. So it's going to hydrate that under eye area and provide full coverage at the same time. I apply it where I need the most coverage under my eyes, as well as on the outskirts of my eyes to lift and brighten that area. Now, I do like to place it under my nose because my nose tends to get red, especially during pollen season here in Tennessee, but I find it's like the perfect consistency. It doesn't crease, it's water resistant, and when it starts getting humid and hot here in Tennessee, you better believe you need a full coverage concealer to stay in place and not crease. But like I said, this is the 3rd or 4th tube of this concealer. I absolutely love it. I've heard it's been compared to Tarte Shape Tape at a fraction of the cost, and this too retails for $10.99. I think the majority of these products are $10.99, which, hey, I can get on board with. It does feel like a luxury high-end concealer, especially with the way it performs. It just really lays smoothly under my eyes. It provides that full coverage. It's not cakey, it's not creasy, and it's just a really good all-around concealer, especially if you're looking for full coverage. But yeah, I love the Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer from Milani. As for foundation, this was a tough call. Since I'm getting a little older, I don't really go for full coverage foundations, especially for everyday use. I do love a good skin tint, and Milani came out with the Glow Hydrating Skin Tint that comes in 6 shades and it retails for $12.99. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, 6 shades? That's not a lot. But the beauty of this product, it's a skin tint, so it's a little more flexible, a little more forgiving on your complexion. I'm in the shade 110 Fair to Light, and this is actually loaded with some wonderful skincare ingredients like squalane. If you have normal to dry skin like I do, you will absolutely love this skin tint because it's actually infused with electrolytes, coconut water, and 29% squalane. So it really is beautiful. It's a light consistency, does have sheer to light coverage, but I found that you can build it up ever so slightly, especially around my melasma and my hyperpigmentation. You're not going to get medium or full coverage. This is just for every single day, something to just tap all over your complexion to make it look more even, more smoothed out, and it really does provide a beautiful hydrating quality, especially if you have dry skin like I do. It can be super dewy, so if you do have an oilier complexion, you probably won't want to use this, but I love it. It's super hydrating. It just offers a beautiful dewy finish without looking greasy, and that's why I love the Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. For blush, now Milani does have a bunch of fantastic blushes. They have their baked formula, they have their Cheek Kiss liquid blush, they have their Cheek Kiss cream blush, and that's the blush that I absolutely love from them. It is their Cheek Kiss blush, and I'm in the shade Nude Kiss. You guys, this formula is stunning. It's super creamy, super balmy, and pigmented as heck, and it just feels like silk on the skin. And what's unique about it, it does come in 4 shades. It retails for $10.99, but it actually also contains pomegranate, rose extract, plus vitamin A, C, and E to hydrate and brighten your complexion. I love the shade Nude Kiss because I feel like it's just like a natural rosy shade for the complexion. It almost reminds me of the Bobbi Brown Peau Rouge. That is a stunning blush, but it's super pricey. That's why I love the Cheek Kiss blush from Milani, because it's just silky on the complexion. It has so much pigment that you can blend out, that you can build up, but it just lays so beautifully on mature skin, and it's hydrating at the same time. So that's why it made it into my top 5. I love the shade Nude Kiss, but they have other shades as well that I am definitely going to pick up. But if you haven't tried their Cheek Kiss cream blush, you need to test it out. It is so beautiful. This is actually a newer product that Milani released a few months ago, and I was really impressed with this product. It is their new Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Translucent Powder. Now, I did not used to be a translucent powder kind of girl, but now the older I get, I'm looking for different options, how to set my makeup, how to set my concealer and put it in place. It retails for $12.99, and imagine my surprise that I found out it was made in Italy. Actually, 96% of Milani's products are manufactured and formulated here in the US as well as Europe. So when I found out this was made in Italy, I was like, no wonder it's so beautiful. It's a finely milled powder that has a luminous, matte, soft focus filter-like effect. What I love about this compared to other translucent powders is the actual component. You know how you use translucent powders, fly all over the place? This one has a beautiful component where it keeps everything in place. You open it up and it has like a little mesh paper there where it evenly distributes the powder onto your brush. Like I said, this was formulated in Italy. I find it's just such a beautiful finish. And when I actually apply it, I just use a flat brush and I press it onto my complexion. I find if I press the pigment and press the powder into my complexion, it'll be less likely to disrupt my concealer or disrupt my foundation. So I find a pressing motion with my flat brush really is effective. If you use a brush and you swirl it, you tend to shift and move the products around. So that's why I love using a flat brush and just pressing it into my complexion. I also use it in my really porous areas right through here. I find that this powder sets everything beautifully with a beautiful, I don't know how you would describe a luminous matte finish, but for some reason my skin still looks kind of dewy, but not to the point of being so matte and overly dry. It's just a beautiful finish. I love it. And of course, this is translucent. It retails for $12.99. It's a great translucent powder that rivals even the most high-end powders. So yeah, this is definitely in my top 5. Now, I do have a couple of honorable mentions, and I didn't want to go with the obvious. We all love the fetish matte lipsticks. We know that went viral, but you know what? I wanted to focus on products that's going to work for our mature skin. And some of my honorable mentions One of you guys told me about it and I have been hooked on it ever since. Now this is a great primer from Milani. It's also a serum. It is their Milani Glow Drops Radiant Boosting Serum. This also contains squalane as well as hyaluronic acid. It retails anywhere from $14.99 to $19.99. If you want a serum that's also good for your skin, that's going to provide a little bit of tint on your complexion and wear it under your most matte foundation to make your skin look dewy and fresh, oh my goodness, the Milani Glow Drops is beautiful on the complexion. And it's slightly tinted, but it is basically a radiant serum. It comes out in a pump and it's slightly tinted, looks kind of peachy color, but it just blends seamlessly into the complexion. If you have normal to dry skin like I do, you're gonna love it. It just provides a luminous glow on your complexion. You can wear it on its own, or you can wear it under your favorite foundation. I love wearing it under more of a matte or medium coverage foundation. That way my skin is peeking through and it's very dewy and very fresh. But you know when you are stuck with all those foundations that you like, but they're a little too matte and a little too dry, try this glow serum underneath it. It's going to look so pretty and so hydrating. You will absolutely love it. It almost reminds me of the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. It is practically the same thing at a fraction of the cost. This one too has that slight tint to it and it gives the same glow, but honestly, I would rather use the Glow Drops. This one though, I prefer it. I prefer this one over it. Another honorable mention, I have to give it to the mascara. And at first I didn't like it, but it is the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. It's what I have on right now. If you're not familiar with tubing mascara, it is actually a formula where it wraps around each lash, encapsulates each lash, drawing them longer, making them seem extended. I have really short Asian eyelashes, but for some reason, this really coats every lash. It really extends them. It really looks like I have lash extensions on. You only need one coat of this mascara. That is the beauty of it. I find if you use 2 coats, it can get a little clumpy, a little spidery, but 1 coat and you are good to go. And at the end of the day, it doesn't smear, it doesn't fudge, it's not flaky. And this is weird, but I love washing it off because you can actually see the tubes slide off. All you need is a little warm water and soap and they just slide right off. And you don't have those raccoon eyes the next day. You know, when you use a really good mascara, it's really difficult to wash that formula off. But with a tubing mascara, you literally see the tubes come off on your washcloth or in the sink. It's actually kind of cool. I like it because I know I'm getting that entire product off my eyelash. But yeah, this is definitely an honorable mention. And the last product that absolutely deserves an honorable mention has got to be their Make It Original Setting Spray Prime and Correct 16-hour wear setting spray. You guys, this is so good. I didn't realize how good it is. It retails for $10.99 and it is very comparable to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray at a fraction of the cost. This is the mini size. It has a very fine mist and I'm gonna set my makeup right now. It's a super fine mist. It makes all of your products just melt into your complexion, helps it last for 16 hours. Absolutely love this. But yes, so there you have it. Those are my top 5 Milani makeup products for mature skin, with a few honorable mentions thrown in. Did any of yours make it into the top 5 or honorable mention? And if I didn't mention one, let us know in the comment section, what is your absolute favorite go-to Milani makeup product? I love hearing from you, but you're not only helping me out, you're helping out our community. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. And in case you want to hang out a little bit longer and check out some more foundation reviews, check out the playlist down here. And for skincare reviews, check out the playlist right over there. But for now, mahal kita, I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.